Hello and happy Wednesday. My name is Colleen, and today we are talking about dental hiring trends in the Washington, D.C. area. So, if you've noticed a theme lately, we've been presenting a lot of live streams having to do with dental hiring trends, the job market and dentistry, etc. And today we're talking specifically about Washington, D.C. So, if you're working in a dental office in the Washington, D.C. area, you're probably already feeling how competitive and unpredictable the local job market can be. So, today we're going to be taking a look at what's happening in DC, what the latest numbers mean for you in the dental industry, and how both practice owners and dental professionals can navigate this hiring climate together. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we dive too deeply into that, just want to talk for a moment about Princess Dental Staffing. So Princess Dental Staffing is a dental job board, and they have positions available for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, dentists, and other dental professions in a variety of areas, including Washington, D.C. We're talking full-time, part-time, temporary, and permanent roles available. So if you're a job seeker, visit princessdentalstaffing.com and see what positions they have available in your area. It's also super easy to create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers. If you're a hiring manager, a lot of great information on princessdentalstaffing.com, a lot of FAQs about the process, how to get started with posting jobs, information about pricing, etc. Also on princessdentalstaffing.com, you have their contact information available, phone number, email address, and chat is available on their website as well. Also on princessdentalstaffing.com, you can check out their blog, which covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in these live streams. In fact, after you watch today's stream, I definitely recommend that you visit princessdentalstaffing.com and check out today's blog, which will give you a lot of really great numbers and sources for those numbers. Okay? Speaking of these streams, each week Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new stream covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page or subscribe to our channel. If you like the content we're bringing you, please do drop us a like. And if you want to be part of the conversation, if you have any thoughts or insights or questions about the content we're bringing you or about the dental industry as a whole, be sure to comment below, okay? And let's connect with one another. Okay. Alrighty, so let's delve into the dental hiring trends happening in Washington, D.C. right now. So let's do kind of a quick overview, a TLDR, if you will. So openings right now are steady, but turnover is real. In March 2025, D.C. had 27,000 job openings, but 20,000 separations. So it's not just about hiring right now, it's about keeping your best people. That's going to be a really important strategy going forward. Unemployment is higher than average in DC. So DC's unemployment rate hit 6% this summer. That's the highest in the US. And that means more candidates may be out there, but not always with the specialized dental skills that your office needs. Excuse me. Next observation, dentists are everywhere. DC has the highest dentist to population ratio in the country, currently right around 103 dentists per 100,000 people. Okay. Patients have plenty of choices. So the one thing that is going to help set you apart and help them kind of choose you, so to speak, is going to be your team and what you can offer. And finally, hygienists and assistants are the pinch point. So national surveys show practices are still struggling to fill dental hygienist and dental assistant roles. We've talked about this a little bit in previous streams as well. So you kind of know that this is the trend that's kind of going on everywhere, but definitely in DC as well, right? So these roles are, a lot of offices are still struggling to fill these roles, though it's slightly easier than it was right before or right after the pandemic hit. Okay, so that's sort of a kind of broad overview of what we're going to be talking about. So let's delve into the details. Okay, so what is going on in the DC job market? Every month, thousands of jobs are opening in DC, and thousands of people are quitting or changing jobs. In March 2025 alone, DC saw 27,000 openings, 18,000 hires, and 14,000 quits. That is a lot of movement in this job landscape. Okay, so if you're a dental office trying to hire, this means your job ad is competing not just with other dental offices, but with every other employer in town offering stability and benefits. Now, if you're a dental hygienist, dental assistant, or a dental front office pro, it means opportunities aren't out there. Okay. But the best dental jobs in DC get snatched up quickly. So make sure that you are on your toes when it comes to your job search. Okay. All right, so what does all this mean for your practice? If you are managing a dental team in DC, here are some things to kind of keep in mind. First, retention is your best recruitment tool. Again, we talked about how jobs are being created, but jobs are also being left quite a bit as well. So with voluntary quits still high, don't just think about filling roles, think about keeping people that you already trust and that are already trained and know how to run in your office, in your business. Okay. So thinking about things like stable schedules, growth opportunities, and showing appreciation, all of those things can really go a long way to raising your employee retention rates and lowering your employee turnover rates. Okay. Next, make sure you're hiring for potential, not necessarily perfection right now. So a polished resume is nice, but many practices are solving their staffing gaps by hiring teachable professionals and investing in training. Okay. This is good for both parties, right? Because you get to, train somebody and invest in someone and help them grow with your office, and the employee also feels invested in, right? They feel appreciated and they feel that this is a really great opportunity for them in their dental career. Okay. So it's kind of a win-win there. And finally, something else to kind of keep in mind, move quickly. If you post a job, respond quickly and promptly. Candidates in DC have options right now. So a slow interview process is often the difference between landing your top choice or losing them to the office down the street. Okay. Alrighty, so that's kind of what that means for dental office owners, dentists, etc. Let's talk about what this means for dental professionals, okay? So on the flip side, if you're looking for a role in Washington, D.C., whether you're a dental hygienist, dental assistant, or even a dentist, these are some of the things that you want to keep in mind. First, you want to showcase your skills, okay? Practices are desperate for the right talent right now. So highlighting your certifications, your patient care experience, and any technical or software skills that you bring to the table is definitely a good thing, okay? Next, something else to kind of keep in mind is, you want to leverage the churn, right? So with so many people moving between jobs, opportunities are opening up constantly. Keep your resume polished and up to date, and make sure your CE credits are current as well, because you never know when the right fit will appear. You want to be ready for the opportunity. Okay. And finally, ask about growth in the interview. Okay. So more group practices and DSOs are in DC now, which can mean stronger career ladders and benefits for job seekers. Okay. So don't be afraid to ask about advancement and continuing education opportunities when you get into that interview. Okay. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and take a look at the bigger picture. Okay, so when it comes to hiring trends and these difficulties and challenges we're seeing in the dental industry, it's not just the dental industry. National HR reports show that 71% of US employers are struggling to find skilled workers right now. That's why you'll hear so much talk about upskilling, internal mobility, and even relying even more on AI to speed up the hiring process, okay? In dentistry specifically, that translates, excuse me, to training assistants into expanded functions roles, cross-training staff for front and back office, and making the application process as simple and expedited as possible, okay? Another thing it means for the dental industry, flexibility is another big big ticket item, right? Whether it's a 4-day work week or transparent pay, candidates want to know they'll be supported in the role that you are looking to fill. Okay. So, and that's a good thing for both the employer and the employee because it helps align expectations right off the bat, right from the start. Okay. Alrighty. So with all of that in mind, let's talk about some practical steps that you can take today to set you up for success in the future. Okay, so let's start with practices. For practices, look at your team's schedule. Can you make it more predictable for them? Okay, that's something that can definitely go a long way to making your current team feel valued, right? And take a little bit of pressure off of them as well. Also, make sure you're highlighting training opportunities in your job ads. It attracts motivated candidates, especially those who know that you're going to invest in them, okay? Make your hiring process fast and personal, okay? A same-day call beats a week-long wait, okay? So if you have a job ad open right now, if you are looking for talent, they're not gonna sit around and wait for you. So make sure that you are quick to respond, okay? And make sure that you give it a personal touch as well, okay? Candidates really appreciate that. And finally, consider placing your job on Princess Dental Staffing's job board. And if you need a temp, post a temp job, okay? Princess Dental Staffing can really make the job much, much easier for you so that you can invest your time, the time that you saved into other areas of your practice that need a little bit more attention, okay? So that's what that means, or those are some practical steps that you can take as a practice owner right now. Let's talk about professionals, job seekers, those dental pros in the industry, okay? So some practical steps you can take right now: sign up on princessdentalstaffing.com and get access to the latest dental jobs in Washington, D.C. You can make sure you keep your resume up to date as well as your CPR and CE credits up to date. Okay, so make sure all of that stuff is up to date. It shows you're ready to go and it can help you land that job faster, okay? When interviewing, make sure you share stories about patient care wins, okay? Those matter just as much as skills. Arguably, everybody that is interviewing for the position that you're interviewing for right now is qualified, right? They all have the skills that they need in order to have landed that interview. So talking about your patient care wins as well as your skills can really help kind of differentiate you and demonstrate your well-roundedness, okay? And finally, ask potential employers how they support growth. The prepared ones will definitely have an answer. And it's also a good thing for you as well, you know, talking about or asking about growth opportunities within the office demonstrates that you are someone that is looking for somewhere they can stick around for a while, somewhere that they can be invested in and grow with the office. Okay. So it definitely shows, you know, that sort of ambition, right? And that desire to stick around for a while. Okay. So those are some steps you can take. All right. So those are the dental trends that we are seeing in Washington, D.C. right now, and what that means for you, both as a dental practice owner or a dental professional currently looking for work, whether actively or passively. So wrapping this up, let's talk about some final thoughts, okay? Hiring can definitely feel overwhelming. Okay, definitely can. But here's the good news. The demand for dental care isn't going anywhere. Patients need dental professionals. They just do, okay? And with the right strategies, dental practices can build strong and stable teams, and candidates can find the practice that fits them best, okay? And Princess Dental Staffing launched in Washington, D.C. to make these connections easier. So if you're looking to hire or looking for your next opportunity, definitely give Princess Dental Staffing a try and let's build something great in the D.C. dental community together. Okay? Alrighty. So are you in the DC area right now? Are you a dental professional that's living and working there? What kind of things are you seeing? Are you a dental practice owner? You know, what sort of trends are you seeing and what are you kind of doing about them? Let's share ideas and help each other out. Okay? Alrighty, that will do it for me today, everyone. We will be back next week with a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. Until then, I hope you have a great week. Have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there.